Hello and welcome to the Creative Arts Veterans Showcase. I'm Fred Johnson, artist in residence and community engagement specialist at the Straz Center for the Performing Arts in Tampa, Florida. I am a veteran. I am a part of the Creative Forces National Initiative, and we are really happy to be with you. We would love to really be with you personally. This Creative Arts Veteran Showcase traditionally is done live, but because we can't be with you live, we're here with you now, and we are really excited to create this opportunity for you to see the visual art and hear the performance art of veterans from the James A. Haley VA Hospital in Tampa, Florida, from the Bay Pines Veterans System, healthcare system in St. Petersburg, Florida, and from various artists around the Tampa Bay area who are veterans contributing their mastery. You'll also have the opportunity to hear from art therapists, administrators, the artists themselves, and folks who have come together to create this experience for you. So sit back and enjoy. We're going to begin with the artistry of two twin veterans, Marvin and Melvin Coleman.
Stop it! Stop doing what I think do! Stop! Why don't you stop doing what I think do? I'm the me. You're the reflection of this gets great. Stop it! Stop! No, you stop it. You stop it. How do you know that you're not the reflection of me reflecting you back to me? Because I'm me! Look! Stop! Stop it! Stop it! Look, these are the hardest decisions of my entire life. And it's just like craziness keeps happening over and over again. It's all because of you. Because of me? How do you know it's not because of you? You're the one who makes bad decisions. I make bad decisions? Name one bad decision that I made that's my fault and not yours. The military. The military. That's right. That's how I ended up in basic training. You didn't go. I went to basic training. I was there in basic training. Me in the mirror with 50 other guys naked. What are you talking about? It's a mirror. Stop it! Stop doing it! Stop it! Look. All I'm trying to say is that it's like feeding into my biggest fears. That's what this is. All these decisions, it's like you're trying to drag me into the things that I hate the most, the things I'm the most afraid of. Girls? No, not girls. Spiders. No, not spiders. Babies? Not if they're not mine. How do you know that the hard decision you're trying to make is really a decision at all? How do you know it's not a decision I'm trying to make, and you're thinking about the decision I'm trying to make, and you're thinking it's a hard decision, but it's an easy decision, because I make good decisions. Wait a minute. You're not making a decision. I'm making a decision. I'm the me. You're the reflection. It's the me and the... Stop it. Stop. Do it. Listen. There's got to be a better way than fighting against myself. How do you know that you're not fighting against me? Stop making me do that! Do that! You did! Listen. These decisions don't get made on their own. They're tough choices. Tough decisions. Just like the military. Just like starting a family. Just like getting a good job. Going to college. All those things. I need you to help me. You help me. Stop! Stop it! You know what your problem is? What's my problem? You get upset over everything. Me, every single thing. And you know what your problem is? You do everything that I will make the best decisions for me, for my family, for everything. I gotta do it. Well, how come you ain't say that in the first place? I did! I said it! Why didn't you say it? You just stop it! Listen, I'm gonna make these decisions. I need you to back me up. You to back me up. You got me? I got you. You got me? Hey. Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna make the right decision. Thank you, me. I appreciate that. I really appreciate it. That's because you are me and I always make good decisions. Stop doing that! I'm not you! You ain't shit! God!
We put on this yearly showcase to celebrate their talents. We do it to invite the community in to celebrate their talents with them and to continue this conversation between veteran and civilian throughout the Tampa Bay area. We have such a large veteran and military population here in the Tampa Bay area that one of the ways that we can connect these two people groups is through the arts. So it has benefits for both the veterans to highlight their creative works and also the community to have a better understanding of the unique experiences of veterans and active duty service members. I think people find it very, very moving, and I think they find it educational, and I think that they gain a new sense of empathy for our military members who go through things they don't even have a point of reference for. So in that way, it kind of begins breaking barriers between these different groups of people and helps clear the way to have these tough conversations. It allows veterans to be more open about their struggles, their experiences. It allows the audience to learn how to support them, how to understand them. I worked with a patient for a while. This patient was a poet and a prolific poet, wrote several books of poetry before ever meeting me. He did not need my help writing. But we used performance as a part of his therapy to strengthen his voice, strengthen his self-concept. And after working through our creative arts therapies, having the opportunity to perform his own works in front of an audience gave him a new outlet for his poetry. He worked really, really hard to gain, the sense of blocking and lighting, pausing, enunciating, and communicating the subtleties that his works contained. And that opened up a whole new avenue for him. He didn't perform before working with us. He didn't really have the opportunity to do so, and has been able to do that at the Straz a handful of times. The feedback I've gotten from the community is, I didn't expect this from this person. I didn't expect this from this poet. I'd love to have him come read over at our open mics. I'd love to get in touch with his family. I want to know more about this person. So just having an opportunity to perform, to showcase his hard work and therapy, and being able to share his thoughts has really given him a whole new avenue, a whole new facet of his poetry that wasn't even accessible to him.
Lord, I am on my hands and knees, asking for your forgiveness. Please give me the strength and guidance for me to get through this. Please spare me, I beg you, for these sins I have committed. Because now that I look back on them, I know they could have been prevented. And now I feel I have repented. That life I have let go. Now I need you to erase these scars that are embedded on my soul. And now I hand my life to you, so you will be the one in control. I will honor you forever. Your love I can never let go. I will now travel down the right path and try to open people's eyes past this world and past their problems to finally see the light outside. Take the people who are hurting each other, disrupting their own lives, and find a way to rejoice and be happy through the ugliness in the world that we all despise. So please help me, Lord. This prayer is now for them. Help me help these people feel the love and open the door for them to welcome themselves back in.
So the National Veterans Creative Arts Program is a nationwide VA program that recognizes the artistic achievements and the use of art in a therapeutic modality for veterans across the country. Each year, every VA is invited to hold a local creative arts competition, including visual arts, creative writing, dance, drama, and music. Then from that point, all of the folks who win first place at their local competition are entered on into the national competition. The national competition this past year had over 5,000 entries. So 2020 has provided its share of unique challenges, to say the least. And the festival and the local competitions have both felt those as well. I'm excited that we're still able to offer a virtual performance and still showcase these performers and these veterans. We are very fortunate in the Tampa Bay area to have two of the country's largest VAs within an hour of each other, with James Haley and Bay Pines VA. It's been wonderful in the past couple of years to have the opportunity for us to come together and for our veterans to come together in this art showcase through the Strazz's collaboration with us. It's allowed for greater connection and reconnection. I know that during our first performance at the Straz, I ran into a veteran who gets served at Tampa who I hadn't seen in about 15 years at one of the national festivals. And it was great to see him again, to see that he's still performing and to have that connection. It also allows an opportunity for the veterans to have a more professional performance than they were offered at either of our VAs. And that's just out of logistical abilities at the VA and space and time and all of that. So it's been wonderful to be able to have that collaboration too. I have been privileged to work with our local Bay Pines Creative Arts Festival for the past 16 years. I've seen so many veterans whose faces just brighten and light up when they see their artwork on display at our Form Art exhibit. To see a gold medal or a blue ribbon next to their piece just increases the sense of pride and accomplishment and helps them have the confidence to explore other modalities and to try again and to keep engaged. I've seen veterans who on their first year enter just a craft kit that they got from our craft clinic, go to experimenting with photography and painting and creative writing, and just kind of blossom in their own artistic abilities. I have a veteran this year who participated and shared with me that when he sings, his Parkinson's symptoms nearly disappear. His shakiness, his trembling, all kind of go to the background. and that he's able to engage and interact with people and get feedback on his singing that he never thought was something he was going to get in his life. So it really can be life-altering in such a positive way for these veterans.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. Rivers running free, you know how I feel. Blossoms on a tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Dragonflies out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world, it's a bold world for me. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. Hey! It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, it's a new life. Oh, hey! And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I feel so good. I'm feeling good.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, dawn, sacred night, and I think to myself, What a wonderful world. Colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. You babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah.
The Creative Arts Festival allows the opportunity for these people to share their work, to share a voice, an internal voice. Artwork has a message. A picture can be worth 1,000 words. Part of the healing process is being able to share that information with somebody else, to talk about it, to be able to have somebody else who may understand, sharing it with other veterans who look at each other's artwork and not only can be inspired, but get it. There are a lot of different types of mediums that are used there, everything from painting to pencil drawing to photographs, sculptures, crafts. A lot of people that I've spoken with have been concerned, oh, my artwork's not good enough to add to the Creative Arts Festival. There are so many different categories that people can put their artwork into. There are special categories for people who maybe it's been a challenge for them through their rehabilitation to even get back into the arts or to try doing art. So we have kits that maybe it's just doing a paint by numbers. And I don't know if you've seen some of these paint by numbers, but they can be very intricate. And using your skill to try and have that fine motor coordination, to put together a clock, to stay within a line. Sometimes it's this that becomes part of the achievement when they're done. To be able to step back and go, wow, it may be easy for somebody else, but it was really difficult for me, and I was able to do this. Being able to share that can be an inspiration to somebody else who may be going through rehabilitation, who's trying to get that fine motor coordination, and says, hey, here's somebody else that was able to do it, now I can do it too. To have somebody come in and select your artwork out of a lot of different pieces is very exciting. So it gives these people a sense of self-confidence, a boost, and to be able to come and share their artwork at the festival, at the Straz, when we do this. They get to talk about it, share it with friends and family, and with other veterans who are there. Being able to work with the other Bay Pines, the other institutions in the area, is fantastic. You get a lot more contribution to the festival. So we're getting different people from different areas coming together, and that just really expands the information that's being shared. It expands the community. It brings together people that may not have met, other veterans from other areas coming together. And again, it's that inspiration. It's that self-confidence. It's the ability to just say, hey, I did this and I can't believe somebody's recognizing it. It's just very rewarding for the people who are able to come and share.
I find myself turning to art because it's essentially an extension of myself. I was able to find my way of just expressing my feelings because I wasn't great verbalizing them, So whether I'm angry or down, I usually would turn to paint as my medium.
Whether I'm just, even if I'm upbeat, if I'm upbeat, I'm feeling a good mood and I just want to create something majestic, so art is definitely a part of myself, and just being able to discover what you like to do and create and how you like to create it, since there are different mediums, that's the beauty essentially in that process. Essentially, the Paint 22's purpose is just to be able to supply, art opportunities for veterans to try out, whether our motto essentially is we build camaraderie one creation at a time. So whether you're making a flag or just expressive writing, music recording, our mission is growing, and we're seeing a lot of people turn to art, more than ever, especially because of the pandemic. But just in general, we wanted to be able to be that outlet where they can go to and say, hey, I want to try this. I want to try watercolor or whatever. And whether we're doing it or we can connect them to something else or somebody else, that's essentially the goal, is to be able to give those same opportunities I was able to turn to, and maybe somebody can find, that outlet for themselves. See a lot of people, it's hard for them to create in general. So trying to get them to present their artwork in front of people and receiving any type of feedback or anything, it's always a worrisome for an artist, So we have the Veteran Art Show coming up on July 16th at 81 Bay. And we're wanting to open the floor for veterans. It's very hard to get a showcase out there in general in a gallery. Everything's a year out. They want to see the artwork, and it's hard to get everybody's artwork together and present that prior to the show. So we were able to make like the safe space here at 81 Bay and just open it to the floor. So we're able to give the veterans the opportunity to share their artwork without having to worry about, applying and doing this. Like everything's just going to be completely worrisome, so they can get that next step forward in their creative process. Maybe that is one of their fears, is life painting or whatever the case is. Like I want to create a challenge where we can break those barriers and everybody can come together and just enjoy the artwork.
So appreciate Belicia's sharing how visual art is so important to her, and really, really a part of her journey and the journey of so many artists. Oftentimes art is created not just for presentation, not just for performance, but art is really a way for us to tell story, to live into the journey from the inside out, to communicate power and thought for our self-enrichment and for our ability to really be able to articulate on a deep level. Listen now to Damon Freeman, who shares with us one of those journeys. It's powerful.
Raising up young men, fight for righteous cause, hard to the cold, with rifles and rockets for war. The enemy's coming to take our freedom and do it all by force. So strap up your armor, gather your weapons, get ready, ready for war. Hiking up the hill with a heavy rug, hand-to-hand combatants, you can't depend on luck. The enemy's coming to take our freedom and do it all by force. So strap up your armor, gather your weapons, get ready, ready for war. The war begins. The blood is shed. Bombs explode in the sky, bodies fall, bullets fly. The war begins. The blood is shed. is fear, innocence is gone, dark is here, light is far, so far. Returning from the war, men are filled with sorrow, all-consuming pain. They cannot see tomorrow. The enemies come to take our freedom. They did it all by force. He strapped up our armor, we gathered our weapons, we fought the righteous war. Scars from the war, lose your family and faith. All your friends are gone, and all that remains. The enemy's come, he's taken freedom, he did it all by force. We strapped up our armor, we gathered our weapons, we fought the righteous war. The war begins. The blood is shed. Bombs explode in the sky, our bodies fall, bullets fly, the war begins. The blood is shed. The guilt is fear, innocence is gone, dark is here, light is far, so far. God has a plan for good and not evil. Give you a future, a hope for tomorrow. The enemy came, we fought for freedom, we did it all by force. We strapped up our armor, we gathered our weapons and won the righteous war.
The Veterans Creative Arts Showcase was a project that was presented to us by Erin and Natalie, who both represent two of our local VA hospitals, Bay Pines and James A. Haley. We had attended a few different convenings prior to that where in our community there was a desire to see these two VA hospitals join together and figure out new ways to create programming and showcase what they do in the veteran community. And it was really exciting to hear when they came to us to present this idea of having an opportunity to showcase their veterans and the arts that they were creating. Up until that point, they were really working within their hospital spaces, showcasing their visual arts, but didn't have a home for their performing arts. And so when we all met for the first time and I could hear the passion in their voices and just see the vision that they were hoping to create, Fred and I jumped on board as the Strass Center and said, yes, let's help them create this beautiful event. And thus we began hosting the VA Creative Arts Showcases at the Strass Center. This year, because of COVID, unfortunately, we weren't able to host it in person. And so we quickly scrambled to figure out how could we still offer this exciting opportunity to the veterans that we work with and to the hospitals that we work with. And so we switched gears and decided that going virtual was the best thing to do to not skip a year and still showcase their art. So we were really excited to have the opportunity and to receive the support to put something like this together. Another thing that was going to happen if we were in person was we were going to start showcasing the Strass Center's new Veteran Civilian Dance Ensemble. And this is a program that grew from our other veteran programming at the center. This is a group that actually rehearses at our site, and it joins veterans and civilians, as they're titled, to create movement together in dance pieces. And so we were really excited to not only partner with our VA hospitals, but also showcase some of our own veterans in these performances.
And so there you have it. What a pleasure it has been to put this presentation together. You know, for me personally, as a veteran my journey back to really feeling my fullness when I returned from service was to find again my voice, was to be able to utilize music to bring the fullness of life back into me, to return back to the community, and also in many ways to be able to put into another place the understanding of that which I've experienced and how I can share it through music. So I know that music heals, and you can tell by what you've experienced in this presentation that music is a really, really important part, that painting is a really important part, that dance and movement, that the arts do help to heal. So thank you so very, very much for joining us. And we end now with a sound sculpture celebration culminating our evening, celebrating how powerful and important art is to everyone.
So we took this journey for the last year, a journey of joy, a journey of joy, a journey of encouragement. Oh, it was amazing. Everybody say joy. Joy. thank each and every one of you for sharing with us tonight here at the Strass Center for the Arts.